Norton was in school when he was a boy. The girl he had a crush on sat behind him and goes, "Why don't you wash your hair?"
Oh no! I remember the story. Yeah,
because he was a dirty-haired little fruit, and he had a good comeback though. He showed her he got her good. She goes, "Why don't you wash your hair?" He got her good.
What did Jim say?
Jim goes, "It is washed."
Oh,
the fucking comeback king.
It's like Carlin.
He showed her.
Yeah, he really was. And boy, that showed her. Then he kicked it there. Truth bomb.
That's amazing.
Truth bomb. His hair was greasy as a mug.
So let me guess. The story goes on. That broke the ice for a good conversation. You guys hooked up, had a little relationship for a while.
Happily ever after.
Yeah.
Jim went home and scratched his dirty dandruff head onto the coffee table and watched the dandruff accumulate like a snow globe and tugged his pecker in the shower again alone. Tears of a clown, little fruity pile of garbage.
It's so sad.
No, it's not. He deserved it. Fucking greasy haired little mug.
It's hard. Sometimes, like, boys don't know when to take showers. They don't know when to wash their hair.
I'll tell you when the little cue is when the girl you have a crush on goes, "Wash your hair."
So she must have been looking at the back of your head just before she said it, going like, "What the fuck? It's all greasy and dandruff."
Yeah, it looked like a puppet wig with dandruff on it.
Oh, that's so sad.
You had a dry scalp.
It was his scalp was awful. He would sit there and watch TV too close to the TV, and he sat with his little dumb arm for so long on the coffee table. He like rubbed off the varnish, and he would used to scratch his head and watch the dandruff and go like, "What is that?" He was a dandruffy fool.
You should have turned around and just said, "What are you looking at me for? Look at the fucking black."
I gotta tell you, Chip, that sounds like a dandruff life.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
There you go. Fucking finance brings it home with some humor, telling a pathetic Norton story.
You should have said to her, "You might not like me, but I'm head and shoulders above the rest."
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, forget it. Clear the field. Here comes some fucking greasy hair riffs. I should have said, or Norton should have said to her, "Hey, you're being a real flake."
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's good right there.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
He leveled
And then when
her.
you guys were having sex and you're like, "How do you like it?" She's like, "I like it rough, dandruff."
Oh,
yeah, and then you shake your head and some druff gets in her eye.
And then after you were hanging out with her, your friends say, "Hey, how was that?" And you go, "Hey, she's Selsun Bloomy."
Yeah.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
See, this is the stuff Jimmy should have come back at her with.
No, but he didn't. He had a good comeback, though. It is washed.
It is washed.
That's always the way to do it. Comedic mind. Give her a fact. Little boy, he was a senior or a junior in high school.
Aw.
They were awkward at the time.
What is she doing now? Where is she now?
What's he doing right now? He's fucking.
No, what's the girl doing now?
But she's married and happy while Norton tweets his fat-titted nipples in the pandemic, wondering what happened. Fucking.
That sounds like more fun.
He keeps his hair short so it don't get greasy. They'll never laugh at my greasy head again. Quiet. You fool.
So you never know. She might be pushing out a Monistat 7 on her husband right now.
You never know.
She went on to great happiness. But Jim did learn to wash his hair, and he keeps it short now, so that doesn't happen again.
That's
good.
It's
a positive. The story ends on a positive. Jim learned a lesson.
It sure does. And
Yeah.
it's not like the next year Jim wrote a girl a note and asked her to wear a certain outfit. Hey, wear a scarf if you want to know. Because he had a crush on a girl, and he wrote her.
Right.
Hold it
What
on.
happened?
Oh, no. This is sad.
What happened?
Jim told someone to wear a scarf?
Well, no, because
Like
that would be.
Oh.
You remember it, right?
Yeah, it was like as a signal.
Oh.
What happened? Did she hang herself with a scarf?
It was an anonymous note.
Yeah, he left it in her locker because she was way too hot for him, which anybody above a 3 was way too hot for him.
So what'd he do?
wrote her a note and said that he had feelings for her and blah, blah, blah. And he wrote her a note and said, and if you want to know who I am, wear a scarf the next day.
Ooh, how mysterious.
Yeah, but then no, this is the worst part.
Yeah.
And even though it ain't me, it's him. I get embarrassed to him when I think of it.
Yeah.
He wanted to give a little hint as to who he might be.
I can't even look.
Truth bomb. So this awkward sack of garbage. Everybody knew he was an Ozzy fan, so he wrote wanted the name of Ozzy's records, but in Spanish.
A clue.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do shit like that.
You couldn't have. You couldn't have.
What was the Ozzy's song?
Something of Diablo, because it was Speak of the Devil.
Speak of the Devil. Hablo
Diablo.
Something like that.
Diablo, I blow. Will you blow?
Yeah.
So what happened, Chip? What happened?
She wore the scarf and fucking an awkward appendix scar dandruff head fucking copped out and couldn't say anything.
Oh my God, you left her hanging?
He wore the scarf.
But here's the good news. A couple of months later, he finally worked up the courage and he called her on the phone and asked her out.
Oh,
and what happened?
That's good. At least it all worked out for the
It
best.
did work out. Yes, it worked out.
And they went out?
No. He called up and he goes, Mr. Salesman, you wouldn't want to go out with me, would you?
Good
And
move.
she said, no. And he said, but at least he used humor to save himself.
What'd he say?
It is washed.
That's the way the cookie bounces.
This is
Oh no.
This is so pathetic.
Oh.
That's
Cookies
the way.
don't bounce.
Did she
No.
laugh?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. He was going to say ball crumbles, cookie bounces.
This is so bad.
Yeah.
The last thing she heard should have been a shot in the phone.
Yep, it bombed. Oh, did it bomb?
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh, she must have been disappointed, thinking, this is. Did you say you were the scarf guy? You said, hey, by the way.
I don't know if it came up.
Oh.
I don't remember.
That must have taken a lot of courage, though, to even call her.
It took
Hold
courage.
on, I have to get something. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no.
Hope it's a fucking...
I hope it's a scarf.
Yeah. Or an Aussie record in Spanish, whatever. Hold on a second. When she comes back, we'll get her.
I hope it's a cookie and she bounces
it
it.
is.
It's a snake. Snake
Oh, that's
scarf.
cool. She wore it like that.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Jim.
Hi.
Jim.
It was me.
Oh my God. My dreams have come true.
I'm the guy who walked by your house with the boombox playing Iron Man really loud, hoping that you'd hear it and think.
Oh my God. Do you happen to know how to
Yeah,
say
he did. Yeah,
any
he did.
songs in Spanish?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yeah, he did. Walk by her house, hoping that she'd hear it and relate it to him.
Did
God.
Did Jim think that she'd come out of the house at the time, or just see him and think that was so cool?
Jim had all the makings of a serial murderer. Stalking a victim, associating things that weren't her, trying to manipulate her into wearing certain clothes. No.
Yeah.
Then he went home. He was with his friend Paul, who eventually moved to Kansas. And Norton was helping Paul and his family pack up their U-Haul. And the father goes, wow, you're really good at like packing this truck. And first of all,
fudge.
yep, that would have been more accurate.
Of course.
But he complimented stupid Jim on the way he packed the U-Haul. And Jim remembered that compliment for something like 34 years. And he still remembers that he was a good packer
That's a
of a
good
U-Haul.
skill. It's a good skill to pack.
It is. He should have done it in show business 26 years ago. Packed the U-Haul with his fucking props. Drove into a lake like Susan Smith.
Oh.
Truth bomb. Suck cucker.
Oh my God. That is so sad.
Oh, he's the worst. Ian, do you ever embarrass yourself? You ever embarrass yourself in front of a girl in school, all kidding aside? I did one time where I said to a girl, me and you, babe, we're going to prom. She goes, I can't. And I go, why? And she goes, because I'm already going with somebody. I go, yeah, me. She dumped her boyfriend and went with me.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Did you get laid on prom night?
No, I actually couldn't go because they were like, look, you're not supposed to with the students. You know, you're not allowed to do that.
I could top that prom story.
I was teaching. What? How?
You ready? I have a worse prom story than you.
Babe, is this going to make you know what stand up?
I don't know.
Okay.
So I was like, I was such a loser with my prom date. I asked him so far in advance. Our prom was in June. I asked him in February because I didn't want somebody else to snag him up. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't have the guts to ask any boys like from my school. So I asked a boy from Chaminade, which was like the all boys school.
Oh, that's a great band. Who'd you ask? Bowser?
No, TJ Mahoney. And so he went, and I'm like, what? It's like the prom is happening. I'm like, TJ's not really dancing with me. I'm like, whatever. His loss. He sucks. I go, I dance by myself, or I find other people. And then I get home, and I take off my prom dress, like the next day. Like we stayed over somewhere. And then the next day I get home, I like look at my prom dress, my white prom dress. I noticed I like got my period. It was like on the back of the dress.
No.
Oh, like Carrie. Oh, you like fucking Carrie. Ew.
Yeah.
He's like,
I had a great time. I didn't know till I got home.
Oh.
The next day.
Hey, how was your prom? My date, that Clementine-headed mug. To a dress.
Oh, you're a bloody good dancer.
No.
Oh, hold on a second. Okay, bloody good dancer. Let me build on that with the period and the dress. What's a song that's got like some blood in it? Maybe he could say something like, look at the front of your dress. Love stinks.
Yeah. He wasn't ready for me.
What day? What day of the week was your prom? Was it Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
No, it was Friday.
There you go. Yeah. No, that's the joke. Period.
Yeah.
Yep.
I never had enough nerve to get into an embarrassing situation like that. I wish I could have had the balls to call or anything. There was one time there was this girl from another class, and the class was being brought in to look at our little projects that we made. We had all the desks in a circle, and I had my little project.
What'd you make, Ant?
I made a scene that looked like a cave for cavemen, and the guy had a spear, and a little a mirror was the little lake and stuff, and some rocks. It was a little prehistoric scene, and so the girl I was completely in love with, that I never spoke to, was in the other class, and she was coming around. They were all walking around, and I was just thinking all night before how I was gonna like look at her and say something and break the ice and all that shit. And I was like freaking out. She's coming around. She's looking at other people are looking. I don't give a shit. She's right next to me, and then she's standing right in front of me. I look at her. She actually looks at me, and she gets this big smile, and looks right at me, and a big smile. And I went, not a word. I didn't say a fucking word. Fucking pussy.
You still regret that one, don't you?
To this day, I'm like,
if I could turn back time.
If I could find a way.
You will let me know if that girl stops smiling.
She smiled like I think she must have gotten a line on it that somebody must have said to her, hey, this guy likes you and stuff, and he's gonna say something, because she just stood there and smiled and like was waiting for me to say something. And even after that, never said a word to her.
Never again? You ever see her again?
Amazing. Probably in school after that, but I don't remember anything after that, I just remember that one moment where I completely blew it.
You should have looked at it and go, look at my little project. You got a lake and rocks and whatnot.
We could be the little caveman and cavewoman in there. I'll get you some mastodon meat.
Ooh, I got another project for you. It's in my
out.
pants.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
My cock is dinosauring through my jeans right now.
Right?
Why don't you take off your triceratop?
Oh,
Yeah.
let me stick this in your tar pit. Yeah. Yeah, could have been a love at first sight there.
Yeah. Hey, my favorite dinosaur is Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
See,
wait.
so many things.
No, you could say, what was that show, Land of the Lost?
That was a show.
Uh-huh.
Dinosaurs back.
You could look at it and go like, like the sloth stacks are here.
Yeah, you could, Chip.
Or when I'm done with you, your pussy's going to be brontosaur.
Brontosaur ass.
Brontosaur ass.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you could say, hey, babe, did you know the Jurassic era ended 60 million years ago? Doesn't that seem like a long time?
Oh. Hey, how about I Jurassic Park this in your cooter?
Yeah.
Wow, you put the ass in Jurassic.
Oh. And she says, Jurassic Park, what's that? And I'd say, oh, it's a movie that ain't going to come out for quite a few years.
40 years.
Yeah.
All right, listen, this was a lot of fun. Ian, I hope you had fun. Chrissy Mayer.
Always.
So much fun.
Yes, Ian, got to get you on the show again. You're always
man. He was just on. He's here right now.
I don't mean your show, Chad.
No
Chrissy, let me come on the West Booking.
Yeah.
No cross-booking.
You get mad if I steal your guests?
No cross-booking.
Oh, well, sorry, Ian. I would have.
Oh, come on!
I get a little
I'm just
commission,
too much of a popular gal.
Little piece of cake for the Chippa.
Suck in your spit, Chip.
Put it
That's
back.
Oh,
disgusting.
sorry. Hold on a sec.
Disgusting.
YGT, KTT, KONE.
M-E, da-da. YGT, KTT, KOME, da-da.
MH.
KMOH.
All right, listen. Truth bomb. We got to wrap it up. Let's do the countdown. What's a good number to start with?
1.
11.
1. Chippy-ki-yay,
Motherfuckers.
motherfuckers.